everyone, my name's Northern Nate. Welcome back to another episode, and it's been a few months since I did one of these videos, and that is a recent pickups video. Now, pickups around my city and area are getting harder and harder to go out and get a good deal, just because people either A, think they have some super expensive fucking game, or B, there's so many people out looking for games now, it just kind of steamrolls, and every game that's out there is basically picked up as soon as possible, unless it's like a really crappy sports game. Even then, some people pick them up. So I have a huge stack of games that I've been hoarding over the past couple months to show you, so let's get started. First off, we're going to do a big old massive chunk of 3DS games. Now, the first one is Story of Seasons. It's a Harvest Moon type clone. I haven't put enough time into it to really give it a fair kind of shake, so maybe in the future. Final Fantasy Explorers. Now this is like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles meets Monster Hunter in a good way. I've really enjoyed the combat in it and the customization. A whole bunch of different character classes, and if you're a fan of Monster Hunter, then definitely check out Final Fantasy Explorers. Speaking of Monster Hunters, here's Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's still sealed. Oh shit. But I just haven't had a chance to play this. I actually have this on the Wii U, and you can cross-platform it. I didn't pay 20 bucks for it. I paid less than that, so don't worry. I didn't pay that much. This is Cubic Ninja. Apparently this game is super rare or sought after because it can mod your console, your 3DS. I picked it up just because it was cheap as fuck. It was $2.99. So that was really interesting. One of my my hometown video game stores had it for super cheap, so I was like, I knew I had to have it. Next up is Project Crosszone 2. This is a sequel to, obviously, Project Crosszone. Really fun strategy RPG, kind of like Fire Emblem, but they don't have the permadeath. They have a whole bunch of different series in here from Sega, Capcom, and Bandai. If you enjoy any of these characters and strategy RPGs, go get it. Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight is a 2D platformer that I'm sure everyone's heard of. It's on every fucking console. Really great game. I do enjoy the 3D aspects on the 3DS. I've actually played a good majority of this game with that on there. I normally don't do it, but Yoshi's New Island. I was really into the Yoshi's Island game on the SNES. One of my favorite games on the SNES. This game, not the greatest. This is Rodia, the Sky Soldier. This is made by the people that made Nights into Dreams, I guess. Whoever the fuck that guy is. The game isn't the greatest. It has a lot of slowdown, and it's really a meh kind of collection there. Two super recent pickups are the Fire Emblem Fates Birthright and Conquest. Now, I actually traded in a bunch of doubles. Oh, we traded in games? But yeah, I traded in a bunch of my doubles and was able to purchase both of these. So, and it was like $10 after it was all done, so that's pretty cool. Last up for Nintendo stuff is the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. You've seen it in my game room tour with the box that's up there. You can't really see, I don't know why I'm pointing up there, but it's a really fun game. Haven't beat it yet, but hopefully now that school's done I can actually beat it. On to more recent stuff as well. Resident Evil 6 HD, whatever the fuck it's called, all the DLCs in it. I played through Leon's campaign. Leon's campaign is really fun. Chris Redfield's campaign sucks ass. Me and my buddy Pizza Man just completed Leon's, and we're having a tough time finishing Chris's campaign, but for, I think it was like 20 bucks, brand new, box complete. Meh. More achievements. Into achievements. Next up is Hatsune Miku Project Diva, the first one on the PS3, I do believe. Really enjoyed the Vita version, the second Project Diva game on there, so I picked this up at EB Games. It was a buy one get one 50% off, so I knew I had to have it. Game Chaser jokes. Next up is Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection. I didn't pay that much, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the price. Really enjoy what I'm playing so far through Ico. It's a little frustrating at times, just having to drag that girl around, but supposedly it's supposed to be super awesome. I haven't played Shadow yet. These games were stupid cheap. This is Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. It's a Dragon Ball Z fighting game. It came with a bonus Dragon Ball Z game, or Dragon Ball Z anime, the first season's disc, which is cool. Fist of the North Star, Ken's Race 2, I don't know, it was like $1. Full Auto, I remember getting this, or renting this game when the 360 first came out. Really fun car battling game. They have a sequel on the PS3, so I enjoyed it. Pick it up. Pick it up. More One games, Mad Max and The Witcher 3. I haven't played Mad Max yet, but I heard good things about it. Witcher 3, put in about 8 hours. Super fun. Really hard though. I'm only playing on normal and I'm getting my ass kicked. Life is Strange, the Collector's Edition, and WWE 2K16. Really enjoy this version of WWE 2K16. I enjoy the first episode of Life is Strange, so I picked it up just because. Support it. Quickly here. Medieval Resurrection. It's a PSP game based off of the PlayStation action game. You play as a dead medieval knight that goes around, beats people up with his like arm, and he gets swords and shit. Really fun, but the bosses are a bit repetitive and easy to fight. This is Akihabara Strip. It's a fucking weird ass third-person action game where you're, I guess you strip vampires down by beating up their clothes. Man. And next, and finally, we have just a bunch of super cheap 360 games I picked up. Tony Hawk and Wet. Universe at War and Tropico 3. I'm actually pretty interested to play this. Ninja Gaiden 3 and Crisis 3, because 3's are a company. Funny joke. Medal of Honor, Warfighter, and Gun. I am doing research into Gun. It's what some of my graduate studies work is. So I get to play games. And last but not least, I don't know why this is the last part, but it is Battlefield 2 and the Club. I enjoy Battlefield games, well, like the earlier ones. I haven't played the Club, no idea about it. Hopefully it's good. I only paid $2.50 for it. Oh, and this came with Twilight Princess because it's a Wolf amiibo and it looks cool. Oh, and I got Shovel Knight as well. I love amiibos, which is wrong. You shouldn't buy amiibos. There's too many of them. They're so expensive. Anyways, guys, that's my kind of update on some of my pickups throughout the past couple months. Retro games are getting really hard to find now, and I don't feel like paying 10, 15, 20 bucks for a very common game. So it's kind of frustrating when you have a bunch of retro games. Like 64 it's so hard to collect for now. It's kind of disappointing. I really wanted to collect more 64. But anyways, enough rambling. Thank you for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe so I can holla back at you. Do it.